People keep asking, why is everyone so angry? As if society woke up one morning and collectively decided to cosplay as a dysfunctional family reunion. But the truth is simpler and somehow more uncomfortable. People didn't just get angrier, they became the battlefield. Political arguments are nothing new. Humans have been disagreeing since the first caveman said, "Fire good," and the second caveman said, "Actually, that's problematic." But what we're seeing today goes far beyond disagreement. It's personal now, emotional and destructive in ways that don't show up on election maps or news headlines. Families breaking apart. Friends of 20 years cutting each other off. Entertainers losing entire careers because they expressed a view outside the accepted lane. Business relationships collapsing because someone shifted their political stance. These aren't isolated stories. They're symptoms of a society turning inward on itself. And history has seen this pattern before. Not because today's politics resemble any past regime, but because the behavior of the people follows a familiar script. A script that always ends the same way unless someone has the courage to interrupt it. 1. When politics replaces personal identity. There was a time when political views were just one part of who a person was. You could like someone's cooking, hate their politics, and still show up for dinner. Now, for many, politics has become the entire identity. It's the new personality trait. The new religion, the new dating filter. A disagreement isn't just a disagreement anymore. It's a betrayal, a threat, a reason to cut someone out of your life. And let's be honest, some people treat political disagreement like you insulted their mother, their dog, and their favorite childhood cartoon all at once. This shift doesn't come from policy. It comes from people losing the ability to separate the person from the position. Once that line disappears, relationships start to collapse like a poorly built IKEA shelf. 2. Social punishment takes the place of dialogue. One of the clearest warning signs in any polarized society is when people begin punishing each other socially or professionally for holding the wrong view. And today, we've turned it into a sport. Entertainers being shunned, public figures losing work, businesses distancing themselves from clients, communities isolating members, people being labeled instantly for a single opinion. This isn't debate, this is enforcement. Not by the government, but by the public itself. History shows that before any authoritarian system takes hold, the population often begins policing each other long before any leader does. That's the part people forget. The danger isn't the government knocking on your door. It's your neighbor doing it with a smile and a moral superiority complex. 3. Relationships collapse before institutions do, long before any government shifts. The first cracks appear in the smallest places: families, friendships, workplaces, neighborhoods. These are the micro-institutions that hold a society together. When they break, the larger system becomes fragile. You've seen it. Siblings not speaking, parents and children estranged, friends walking away, co-workers refusing to collaborate. These fractures weaken the social fabric. And once the fabric is weak, it becomes easy for extreme forces of any kind to step in and exploit the division. It's not politics that breaks a nation. It's people forgetting how to be people. For the historical echo, this isn't about comparing modern politics to Nazi Germany, Soviet Russia, or Maoist China. Those comparisons are irresponsible and inaccurate. But the social behavior that appears before authoritarian control, that part is worth paying attention to. In the years leading up to those regimes, the population showed similar patterns: extreme polarization, social punishment for dissent, breakdown of personal relationships, tribal loyalty overriding shared identity, citizens rooting against their own country if it hurt the other side. These behaviors didn't create authoritarianism, but they created the conditions where it became possible. The danger wasn't the politics, it was the people turning on each other. You don't need a history book to see the pattern. You can see it in real life. It's families splitting apart, friendships dissolving, careers disrupted, it's communities turning inward, people punished simply for thinking differently. These aren't political problems, they're human fractures. And recognizing them isn't the end of anything. It's the beginning of understanding what's happening around us. My mind doesn't shut off. This isn't a conclusion, it's a continuation, and it always will be.